Joining us now is the independent candidate for McMahon, Matt Camenzuli. Now, McMahon, does that ring a bell? Yes, that's the electorate where Chris Bowen is currently the member. Now, Matt, you've taken on the godly mission to rid Australian politics of Chris Bowen. It's fantastic. You're out there. You've got your supporters there. You're out on the streets of McMahon now. So tell us, can you actually unseat Bowen? And why would you do that? Tell us, Matt.
Well, we absolutely can, Rowan, and I believe we must, because Australia is right here on the precipice of absolute energy poverty, and we've got all sorts of problems going on in the Pacific region right now. So I feel that we must do everything that we can to get Chris out of Parliament.
Well, we should be a resources superpower, the resources superpower in the world, but they want us to be the renewables superpower. How is that going to work for the country? Because so far it's resulting in record bills and unreliable supply.
Well, look, this is absolutely right. The problem that we have is in a place like McMahon, the seat that I grew up in, people are struggling right now to pay for their groceries, to pay for food, to pay for the basics, to just get by. And you've got Chris running around trying to sell these fanciful energy systems that clearly aren't working. Everything's costing us too much. The power bills are going up and up and up and up, while he's making videos and putting them up online of him trying to sell you surfboards made out of windmill parts. And the people in McMahon have to carry about 3 tolls just to get to the beach. We can't do that on top of all of the other costs that we're trying to carry, right? So here he is trying to sell you surfboards and not worrying about what's going on in his home electorate. And people are suffering. It's really hard.
James.
Matt, I'm keen to know what sort of response you're getting from locals there. I mean, it's a Labor-held seat since 2010 when it was established. I think Chris Bowen's got like a 9.5% margin. So you've taken on a big task. Are you getting much local support?
The support is unbelievable. The thing that I've learned here is that people just want an alternative. They just want something different. They want common sense. They want a common sense approach to everything. And what we're getting with Chris is someone who isn't listening. And I don't think the Albanese government does listen. I think Labor has very much walked away from its base, from its core values and the things that it used to really hold dear and believe in. And now what we've got is nobody's really listening to the people of McMahon. So we're here to listen to the people of McMahon. And I'm prepared to give that representation. I'm here. I'm prepared to live my good life. I'm not a billionaire, and we're fighting billionaires here. We're fighting the big end of town, the big unions, the big super funds, all these people. They're all here, and they're all backing Chris, and I'm waiting for the red bus to rock up. We've already started to see signs of it. He's responding. And we can do it, though. I've got to impress on you. We can do it. We need help. We need more support. We need volunteers, and we really need more money. We've deployed a huge amount of capital, but there's more to be done. We really need to get this thing moving.
So, Matt, you're running as an independent. You were in the Liberal Party before. You decided to run as an independent. How big an issue is immigration in the Western Sydney? And also, what suburbs specifically should people be aware that you are running in their area for?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I think what you'll find on the first issue is that everybody knows that it's time for a sensible conversation on immigration. Everybody knows that we right now don't have enough housing. We have a major problem. We've got a housing shortage. Builders are going broke, and we've got a housing shortage, such as Albanese's incompetence. And everybody knows that when you have a fire, when you try and put it out with petrol, it just gets worse. So we all know, and I do think you'll find that the majority of people in suburbs like Greystanes, like Pemulwuy, Minchinbury, Erskine Park, Sinclair, we're in Erskine Park right now, Sinclair, Horsley Park, Mount Vernon, Fairfield West, Fairfield, Arndale Park, there are a few others, Smithfield, Wetherill Park. There are a number of suburbs that are served by Chris or not served by Chris Bowen in his seat. And yeah, look, we all know we're getting the raw end of the stick here. Western Sydney, everything west of Parramatta really is asked to shoulder the burden of all of the bad ideas that the Labor government has and be the, the main whipping post almost, completely ignored, the forgotten people. We're back to that, and that's, I suppose, why, for me, I'd like to see, some common sense, and we're just not seeing it.
And Rita?
Well, no, I was just going to say I will, it's a little bit selfish, but I do hope that Chris Bowen stays in public life because I don't think there is an Australian politician who provides me with greater content than Chris Bowen. He is prolific.
Rita is selfishly, Matt, when you win the seat, you've got to promise every week you'll have something for Rita to go on our show because Chris Bowen provides her with endless entertainment.
Is prolific.
You can't compete. You can't compete.
I promise.